And jump up.
Another chance, score! Bryan Little has his first of the year, and it is 2-0 Winnipeg.
Oh, and if anybody needed a goal on the Winnipeg Jets, it's Bryan Little. We talked about him in the pregame show. The fact that he hasn't been shooting much at all, but look at the work along the wall again by the Jets, and Wheeler just throws it out in front. Buffalo is not reacting very well inside their own zone. Nobody was on Wheeler.
He's close to returning. Off the face-off, here comes Little with Ladd. Little in on goal, scores! Bryan Little.
Just like that, the solo effort of Bryan Little brings the crowd to their feet. Scramble draw, Corvo cannot get back with Bryan Little. Quick stick handling eventually goes 5-hole as Andrew Ladd and Little get off on a 2-on-1 break. Corvo can't get back up in the play, which Beverly doesn't hold up Andrew Ladd. And Bryan Little.
Back at his own line, Aguirre throws it along the boards. Bufflin back out to center. Wheeler back through the middle. Here comes Little trying to break in around Lidstrom. Backhander, scored! Backhand goal from Little. It's 1-0 Winnipeg.
This is the way you've got to start off if you want to have success playing in this building, the Joe Louis Arena. All off the neutral zone puck movement by the Jets. Excellent routes, good read, and a nice touch passing display. You see the skill set of this Winnipeg Jets team on full display here. Bryan Little, the former Barrie Colt in the OHL, just showing that skill set and continues on his hot streak.
Looks, finds Bufflin, Little scores! The goal streak is at 4.
Bryan Little deserved this one after all his chances tonight. It's a broken play. Blake Wheeler settles it down on the half ball, and he's looking for a seam pass. Dustin Bufflin activates him at back door. Commander Kane draws Zanin out, and Bufflin actually, I think, misses this shot attempt, but he misses it right to the tape of Bryan Little. Quick skate to stick, not staying in the corner, but getting to the front of the net.
For Wojtek Bolski, Bolski backdoor, nice play there by Wheeler, and here he comes. It's a 5-on-1 for the Jets. Wheeler, first Randy Jones to Wheeler to Little, scores! Started with a back check by Wheeler, ends with a goal by Little.
What a play by Blake Wheeler. What a defensive play. He saves the goal at one end and then sets it up at the other. It's a 2-goal swing. Look at Wheeler, how conscientious it is. That was Jovanovski trying to go the back door. And then the great speed of Wheeler. Talk about the full court press. What do you see in that picture? 5 blue jerseys. It's a darn good thing that Winnipeg scored because they had nobody back at the other end of the ice. And it would have been breakaway city for Florida. It doesn't matter though. Slow of foot speed in too many of these occasions for the Jets.
Into the slot now, Little scores! Bryan Little! 15.2 seconds left in overtime. The Jets snapped their 3-game losing streak on Bryan Little's second goal of the year.
The defense are active for the Jets all the time, and they are on this play as well. As Redmond will jump up in the play, and he'll get the puck into the middle to Little, and Little just snapped this one. I don't think Clemenson was ready for the release of Bryan Little. Really nice play into the middle there. Little has lots of time. He picks his corner, top shelf on the glove side, hits him right in the crook of the arm. But look at that play by Redmond. Redmond with great poise there.
Little in tight quarters. Pulls away. Little goalless drought.
Bryan Little capitalizes off a good rush from Blake Wheeler. Lindback's got no idea where that one almost trickles through. And then it's Martin St. Louis, who doesn't always play down low. When he gets caught on the wrong side right here, he fishes to the offensive side. Little seals him off the strong right hand. Quick feet, keeping St. Louis to his back.
Little, and Oposo, and Little wins it. For Wheeler to Bufflin. Bufflin to Clipson, the shot to Reba. Little scores! The gamble pays off. Bryan Little ties the game on the power play.
Who else but Little, Ladd, and Wheeler? The key, get the face-off first. Little does that. The fake, the shot by Clipson was really good. And then the extra man, this sixth man, Little hanging off to the side. Terrific execution all the way around. That shot being on net and low was really key. Clipson did that. You could see the dance that Andrew Ladd made jumping over it. You have Kane in front, and then Little puts it in the empty net.
Grabs a hold of Enstrom and slows him up and up with the Red Wings. Gain control, but it's turned over. Bryan Little and on Howard, and Jimmy Howard scores! Howard made the save, and it makes its way across the goal line. Bryan Little's team leading 8th of the year.
We talked about Bryan Little being the most consistent Jet this season, and he shows why. Great job at the point. Forces hard on Quincy. Quincy falls, stays right with it, comes down looking 5-hole, able to just squeak it through the pads of Jimmy Howard and give his Jets a well-deserved 1-0 lead in this first period.
It's like it pinballed in from one pad to the other pad. One last chance. Kane goes wide. Kane to the front of the net. Chance, score! Bryan Little! #12th of the year. 4-4.
What a hockey game we have here, and the leading scorer for the Jets, Bryan Little. Kane may not score, but it's a great play by him. Speed, stops up, just throws it to the net. But it started in. Good job by Wheeler. They move it in the middle of the ice out to Evander Kane. Fires to the net, and watch Bryan Little off the backside. He finds it. Good job by Kane. Stops up. Schmid goes too far. And the rebound from Barrett right to the stick of Bryan Little.
Ladd to the front of the net. Score! Andrew Ladd. It took a while to get across the goal line, but the Jets win it with 24.2 left in overtime.
This shot crawls right up Varlamov and down the backside and into the net. Ladd looping out of the corner. A little bit of a backhand there with a screen in front. Varlamov got a piece of it. It kind of rolled up him and went through him. See this Little get a piece of it in front of the net? Not sure. Did it hit somebody's foot? Possible. The bottom line is it ended up in the back of the net for Andrew Ladd. Tremendous pressure. They used this circular attack in the overtime especially to great success.
What? Came out of the gate big time after some contract negotiations that forced him to miss some preseason games and then proceeded to start the season with a 10-game point streak. Jets carry in, right in on goal, backhand shot, score! Bryan Little, 9 seconds into the game, gives the Jets the 1-0 lead.
Incredible start. Couldn't be better for the Winnipeg Jets. Execution caught Columbus Blue Jackets standing around. Todd Richards, coach of the Jackets, thinking this is the worst case scenario. basically right off the face-off. They get the puck and just split the defense. Ladd gives it to Little. Little's got some speed coming through the middle, and the Blue Jackets defenders just never come together.
Tyson Berry had it poked away from him. Wheeler is on the loose puck. Wheeler to the front of the net. Sharp angle. Varlamov makes a big save, and Bryan Little, thinking that he may have caught that inside the Colorado goal.
Bryan Little with a shot. Varlamov, great second effort to get back, but that looks like the puck is over the line. Tough to tell, but this is the best shot here. Overhead, puck in the glove, and that looks like it's clear across the line.
This should be a goal. Mike Lego is over.
Determined that the goaltender's glove was behind the line. We have a good goal.
Well, and there you have it, Bryan Little.
Wheeler into the slot. The Little scores! 3-point game for Bryan Little, his second of the night. And Bryan Little is the first Jet to double digits, as he has 10.
Well, a big start to the third period for Winnipeg, and Blake Wheeler makes the play at the blue line. Great job here, stays on the wall, good long stick, creates the turnover, takes away the wall, able to keep his speed moving, comes in and then finds Bryan Little, who just drifts into the slot. He finds separation, he finds space, and he makes no mistake as he rips it home.
Works it out of the corner against McKinnon. Wheeler on the wraparound try. Varlamov is down. Puck is loose. Little scores! Bryan Little has the hat trick.
Well, somewhere Eric Bogdan's story is over. Bryan Little, and for the first time, the Hats rain down at MTS Center. As number 18 has his third of the night, it's off the scramble, and Blake Wheeler, who turned the puck over for the first Colorado goal, has his third assist. He does the work behind the net, picking it up. He tries to jam it home, a little play, cycle, fights off the check from McKinnon, gets released, tries to wrap around, they hammer around, and Bryan Little picks up the rebound and puts it under the bar.
Bryan Little wasn't sure for a split second.
Well, Andrew Ladd, I think, actually continues to play and shovels this into the net afterwards, but the crowd is going crazy. They have waited a long time to see someone pick up the hat trick, and you can see the smiles on the bench of the Winnipeg Jets as this team very excited.
Here's Trouba towards the net and knocked down by Fowler. That's turned over. Little shoots.
Tonight, and he deserves it. We've seen Wheeler get on the board, and now Little, the guys we talked about that needed to ante in, and does he rip this thing? When there's this much physical play, you hear footsteps, and when you hear footsteps, you do things a little faster than you normally would. And Fowler's going to go down to get this puck. He feels the pressure. He makes the play. He hurries it. He puts it right onto the tape of Little, who stops it, tees it up. Anderson's not even expecting it. Can't get locked in.
Here's Buffett. Sharp pass up to Pearl. Drops it back. Little in, scores!
Just like the Ducks made them pay earlier in this series, so are the Jets. Nice breakout. All the swing patterns are in place. Hit Perreault on the outside, and then right to the middle to Little. Little gives it one little stick hand to get it into play. You don't have a ton of time. He avoids the check of Boschman coming across, and he launches this thing glove side, top shelf. Again, it's the way he moves it away from Kessler and Boschman coming over.
Bryan Little with a team-high 13 goals coming in tonight. And here he comes. To open the scoring, Bryan Little scores! Left side, 1-0 Winnipeg.
Well, Bryan Little sure looked confident. He starts out to the left here, just wants to change the angle a bit on Zatkoff. Little move, little pause there as he brings it backhand back to the forehand. And he gets the room he wants up top, perfectly placed over the glove of Zatkoff.
Puck comes up ahead. This is Laine moving in, gets it across, scores! Bryan Little ends it.
Here comes Laine, and this is an unbelievable timing saucer pass right there by Byfuglien. It traps two Blues, and they're off to the races. And as Laine did for Little, Little returns the favor. He works his backside off to get into a position, and this time it's a backhand pass to a wide-open Little and a wide-open gaping net. And the Winnipeg Jets bury this and take the game.
He'll send it ahead for Trouba. Trouba to the line, leaves it for Little, scores! Bryan Little continues to sizzle. And the Jets get a couple of quick ones and have a 4-3 lead here in the third.
Well, they're moving their feet, they're skating, and this is a great little play by Patrick Laine back just on the breakout. Trouba comes with support, he makes a pass, and what a shot by Bryan Little, as he's going to absolutely put this right up top. That goes underneath as Trouba, good job protecting the puck. Little cross and drop and a great finish from Bryan Little. He has 13 on the year. And it was a good play by Patrick Laine back in the Jets zone.
You know, those guys will do it, but when you got Kyle Connor, you know, young guy, small guy doing it, it's great.
Bryan Little on the steal, scores! Bryan Little has his second of the year, and the Winnipeg Jets have a 3-0 lead and a much-needed tally for Bryan Little.
Well, what a goal by Bryan Little for his confidence personally and for the building here. Great job. He's going to pick this puck off Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who turns the puck over, and Little's got basically a breakaway from the blue line in. That's too much time to think about it, but he makes no mistake.
Byfuglien takes it wide. Byfuglien trying to work away from Burns. Wrap around, Little scores! Bryan Little, as the Winnipeg Jets win their first overtime game of the year. And it comes early, 18 seconds into the extra period. Bryan Little's second of the hockey game. And the Jets back up top in the Central Division.
Well, 18 seconds into the first period, Dennis, the Jets get on the board. 18 seconds into overtime, they do the exact same thing, and it comes off of a big, strong play from Dustin Byfuglien. He's like a rhinoceros on that thing. Good luck moving him off the puck. He shears off the checking from Brent Burns, and he comes around the backside of the net, puts it to an area, and
Stastny up in the face-off, works it back to Byfuglien. Fires with two, scores! Byfuglien let it go. Little tipped it. It's 2-0.
Stastny with the draw. They win it. He's been great on draws in this series. Little moved up onto that line with the injury to Ehlers. I've talked about the depth. They move Kopp to center on the third line. And Little comes off the wall and is rewarded with a great tip.
Attack down the wing. Ehlers in front. So is Little. Scores! Bryan Little gets his first of the season, makes it 2-1 Winnipeg with 2:09 to go.
There's a horrible change by the Carolina Hurricanes here. They dump it out. There go the forwards. 1, 2, 3. That creates numbers for the Winnipeg Jets, and Little with an unbelievable shot. Up over top of Mraz's glove after Morrissey leads the charge. Perfect pass. Bang.
Wheeler has it again for Byfuglien. Byfuglien sends it to the front of the net. Score! Off a stick and onto the blade of Bryan Little.
Defensive zone faceoff. How important have those been? Another faceoff win from Mark Scheifele. You need bodies net front. Shoot it there and look for a fortuitous bounce. Well, you could say that's when Bryan Little, who has been spectacular in the last 5 games of this season.
Here comes Ehlers. Ehlers tees it up. Safe. Rebound. Oh! Score! Bryan Little has tied the game on a rebound of a Nikolai Ehlers blast. 3-3 with 2.5 to go. 15 seconds. Little and Trouba. Fowler on his way back in a hurry. In for Little. Save made. Rebound. They bang. Score!
After a bid on the forecheck from the Ducks. How about that speed from Bryan Little? He gets back aware. He chooses to shoot, and he follows it up right there. A second whack at it. Bryan Little now has 4 goals in his last 5 games, and he extends his point streak to 5 games. What a memorable week it's been for Bryan Little, getting his 500th point on the game-winning goal last game against the Detroit Red Wings, and he gets a memorable game-winning goal here tonight in overtime as the Jets will skate away 4-3 victors in overtime.
3-on-3 again now. Here's a 2-on-1. Kyle Connor has Little with him. Connor to Little, scores! They didn't score in the power play, but Bryan Little has given the Winnipeg Jets a 2-1 victory at the Tim Hortons Heritage Classic in Regina. And here it is again, Kyle Connor to Bryan Little. And a neutral site win in Regina for the Winnipeg Jets. Much of the night, they were the superior team on the faceoffs. And on their 45th shot of the night, the Winnipeg Jets defeated the Calgary Flames.
Stripped to the puck, and Bryan Little brings it back in. A little bit of room. Tees it up. Scores! Bryan Little drives this one past John Gibson. And with plenty of time left, the Jets are to within 1 on Bryan Little's 2nd of the year.
Really good job with intention coming back through the neutral zone. And Bryan Little, the two-way centerman, they welcomed him back as he gets the game winner. There's the turnover, and you know what beats Gibson with this one is it doesn't come off the stick of Bryan Little clean. I think this thing may have rolled off of his stick. It's not at full velocity enough to fool the timing.